So some of you might know me from social media. That's where I saw Steve. I think I might have approached you last year online. So Stephen is developing a winery in Offaly. So it's called the Irish Wine Estates, and again, very brave in what you do. But if you don't need to hear how you landed in this place and what your plans are for the next few years.
Brave, thank you. Brave is very polite. Insane is another way of doing it. I actually feel like a bit of an imposter here sitting telling the table because I talk about social media. I mess about on Instagram. These two guys, I follow everything they do. It's just inspirational. So for any of you who are thinking about investing in social media or using social media, follow Kevin for David. I imagine it's really helping your business. It's definitely helping us, and we haven't even got a business yet. We planted, my wife is over here, Nicola. We planted 4,000 vines 6 weeks ago, give or take, in 3 acres of a 27 acre small holding we bought last year. I spent 13 years in the UK in the food industry in a corporate role. I wanted to come back. I only went to the UK in 1994 for a year. I promised my parents I'd be back in a year. 30 years later, I come back, wanted to farm. We bought a small farm. What the hell do we do? My brother is an intensive dairy farmer. I'm old enough to remember our farm being an extensive farm where we had lots of different livestock and crops growing. Now it's an intensive dairy farm. It's cows and heifers across 441 acres. When my brother took it over, it was 72 acres. My brother is in the top 1 or 2% of Chocolate's profit monitor, has been for years. But the pressure he's under, it's 24/7. And the pressure he's under is absolutely phenomenal. He is going all, and he'll make no money this year. He'll make no money this year. He made a bit of money last year and the previous year, probably make no money next year. So, wanting to come back and farm, I looked at buying a farm with my brother about 6 or 7 years ago. And I suppose having a business head on it, I looked at it as an investment as well as a farm. So we looked at the cost of buying the land, buying the buildings, buying the livestock, and then working 7 days a week and all the pressure that goes with that. And I worked out the return on capital employed using Chocolate's profit margin numbers. And what was the return on capital on a 7-figure investment? Anyone guess?
Is it positive?
The dairy farmers in the country. So it was profitable. 7 days a week, non-stop pressure, 2.8% return on investment. So I said to my brother, I want to, with my heart, but my head says, this is crazy. I'm better off investing the money in a fund somewhere than sitting watching Netflix all day, not really working. So the majority of farmers are providing a service to society and they're being taken advantage of. So by society, by retailers, by the whole system. So I'm not going to get off, I'm going to get off that soapbox. And so we said, we need to do something. Being in England, we've seen the viticulture, the wineries and vineyards in England. England at the moment has over, Britain has over 1,000 vineyards, has over 200 wineries, produced over 10 million bottles of wine last year. Some English wines are now winning global awards, beating the champagne houses, particularly the sparkling white wines, etc. So that's what kind of tilted us towards, let's do something crazy, let's establish a vineyard and winery in South Offaly. As someone said, I think Bev, in the bogs of South Offaly, so we're hoping to have our first wine available for sale in 2029, that is still wine. Our first sparkling wine in 2031, 2032, and whether the grapes grow and whether we can ripen, we don't know. Our big challenge, we will grow vines, we will grow grapes. They may not ripen sufficiently to produce wine. We'll know in 2028, 2029. If it doesn't work, it's been expensive, less than, we'll give it a shot. That's our plan.
Is there a plan B if it doesn't work?
Rub them all open, raise the capital, lose money.
Do you see yourself having the visitor experience?
It's all, our complete focus is tourism. So our product will be expensive. Wine produced in Ireland from grapes grown in Ireland will be an expensive product. We'll never be able to compete against the supermarket still white wine at 10, 12 euros or whatever. The duty, I don't know how supermarkets sell sparkling wine here in Ireland. The duty on anything sparkling in a wine bottle like Prosecco is €8 a bottle. The duty is €8 a bottle. So how are supermarkets selling Prosecco at 10, 12 euros?
Plus VAT of 23% as well.
Pardon?
And plus VAT of 23%.
So I worked out that if we sold a bottle of sparkling white wine produced in South Offaly, it's going to cost us a bottle of wine at €18, we would make zero. I'll cover our cost of production, VAT and duty. So we'll be working for the revenue, as many of you do. So it's going to be premium. So we're focusing completely on wine tourism. They'll say, bringing in tourists in, hopefully they'll pay for a tour and tasting, and hopefully buy a few bottles of wine, and then become repeat customers. We have an aspiration, if the grapes ripen, to produce premium wine. That's an aspiration for us.
That's, like, again, very brave thing to do.
It says,
I think you follow Stephen on his social media because you're Irish wine estate.
Irish wine estate.
Fully recommend it.
It's very
It's
real,
very
you know, it's kind of words and all.
Words, a lot of words.
Love that.
That's what people know that they buy into. And really, we have all the success in that. We can't wait to do that wine tour. As I was saying to Stephen, we were in Australia a few months ago visiting our son, and we went to the Yarra Valley wine tour. But it was so commercial, we didn't actually see a vineyard. We were just in rooms, tasting wine, and then they wanted us to buy the wine, and we're back on the bus to the next one. So really, I was really disappointed. So excited to do the South Offaly wine tour. Yeah. So,
Looking forward to it.
yeah. Any questions?
Where South Offaly is it?
I find this hard to explain to the locals. Not far from Christian Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's near the wild.
The nearest town was Ross Bay, but that's Tipperary, so it's a very
Randomly there last night.
Had you done any trial with the vine there? In any part?
Yes, we planted a pilot, sounds very grand, we have a pilot plot
Yeah.
in our backyard. So we planted 100 vines in 2024. They've done well so far. They are due to crop this year. Signs are encouraging. We actually had our first fruit set this week. So we might have enough for 20, 30 bottles of wine this winter.
Okay.
And when I spoke to you, the first time you mentioned you'd done that testing of the soil,
Yeah.
and the soil there was perfect for the champagne.
Yeah, we've been trying to buy the land for 5 or 6 years. We've looked at a lot of sites. Some really good resources from the EPA, exactly. In fact, if you're looking for soil, all the information is publicly available. So yes, you need specific soil types. You need an ideal elevation, not too high, it gets cold, not too low, it's prone to frost. Ideally, you want land with a southerly elevation so it gets the most sunlight, etc., and then shelter from wind.
So all that science added up to that field.
Yeah, it's not perfect,
Yeah.
but it's as optimal as we can get.
You're mitigating the risks by doing all that, please, yeah. Okay, and lastly then,